to the Do This for Life podcast with OEV's Revamp. I told y'all the revamp was coming. Now it's here. So y'all get ready for this. And come get it off your chest.
Dream is to do this for life.
That's right.
Think you say make God it's time, we'll get it off your chest. Ships and sets.
Come on.
Really gon' get us right. Dream is to do this for life.
That's right.
Think you say make God it's time, we'll get it off your chest. The ships and sets, come on, yeah.
Welcome to the Ships and Sex Podcast with your big sis OEV of Be Truly Faithful. I'ma still be right here in your ear every Wednesday, exposing the ills of our relationships and the repression of our sex lives, while always giving practical steps to get us from struggle to liberation. So come get it off your chest at Ships and Sex. So let's chill into today's episode. Hey everyone, and thank you for tuning in to episode 4 of Ships and Sex. All right, so let's get started in today's episode. I really just want to give a little bit of a pep talk to my ladies out there. And this can work possibly for or anyone for that matter, but I am primarily talking to my ladies. I want to talk to those in struggle relationships today, especially those in struggle marriages. What am I talking about when I say struggle marriages? Those that are y'all are going through some things right now, and you've actually been going through for a long time. Like you're tired of going through. It's not abuse, but it's a lot of mess going on. You and your spouse, you and your mate's not getting along. Y'all are at odds. There's so much animosity. And you're tired. You're literally tired of going through these things. And it's a struggle for you. You're fighting, but it seems like you're not winning. Your ship seems like it's dipping underwater. It doesn't seem like it's sailing and flowing smoothly. It's too much work. And you're like, I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to put up with this. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't sign up for this, so I don't have to keep going this way. You're on the brink of giving up this ship. You don't know if it's really going to continue to work. In fact, you're just tired, you know? Many of you are just like, I don't know what to do anymore. You know, I'm tired of praying, or I don't even have it in me to pray anymore. I don't know what to do with this man. He's getting on my freaking nerves. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. It's like I'm seeking ways to do better on myself. He's not doing anything in self-improvement. He's getting on my nerves. He's talking to me all the time, talking down on me, and he's telling me things I need to do better, and he's not, taking responsibilities for himself. Or we've been together for so long and we still haven't made this thing legal, and I can't get him to be as actively involved with the children as he should be or could be. I'm the one that's doing a lot of the work. And, and those of you who are in marriage and it's like he ain't doing the work and you're tired. I want to tell you something today. And some of the things I'm going to tell you can be applied to so many different areas of your life. But right now, I want you to apply it to your ship. And you may say, well, okay, what is it? What good steps you got for me to take today? Here's what I got for you. It's very general, but it can specifically work for you and help you with your mindset and help you with some changes you need to make. How? It's just a few things I need you to know. And basically, overall, what I'm telling you is stop wasting time. When we go through issues in relationships and our marriage and whatnot, a lot of times we toil over things and we're wasting time. The days, hours, minutes are passing us by while we're wasting so much time thinking about them and not doing anything about them. You're tired. Overall, your mind is tired. Your spirit is tired. But what are you doing about it? Because you're wasting time. And if that's all you're doing is thinking about them and toiling over them, but you're not doing anything to get through them. Time to make a decision, sis. It's time to put your one foot forward and do something. I want to tell you something. There's 3 things in this life you can never change. And this should help you to stop wasting time today. Because many of you know exactly what I'm talking about. In your relationships, even your friendships, your kinships with your family. I want to talk mostly to those that are struggling in their love ships, but this can even apply to your friendships and your kinships. You are wasting time. And talking to your friends and putting them down about how you're sick of this and sick of that. You don't like what they do behind your back, so you hear. You don't like what they're saying when things get back to you. You don't think they're doing right with their life, or you don't think they're doing right by you, or any of that. All you're doing is talking about what's wrong. All you're doing is wishing that things will get better. If you just continue to put statuses up on Facebook and IG, share all these memes about how brokenhearted you are and how you ain't got time for people, this and that. If that's all you're doing, yet your ships are failing, since you are wasting time. Now, we can apply wasting time to anything. We can apply not being good stewards of our time in some everywhere. But this is where you're missing it in your ships. Listen, that's why I love the title Ships and Sex, right? Because right now I'm doing a lot of talking on ships. So I want you to imagine a ship, all right? You can even imagine a smaller, a boat if you like. I want you to imagine it on water. And it's just going. But if you do nothing say, if you don't guide it, if you don't guide that ship, it's just going to keep going one direction, that same direction, the direction you're tired of. And you don't turn and go left. You don't turn and go right. You don't do anything. It's just going that same direction that you're tired of. And all you're doing is sitting on that ship talking about how tired you are going in the same direction. People will tell you all the time, if you want to change your life, do something about it, right? If you want to change the direction of your life, do something. So I want to tell you 3 things today that I want you to be mindful of, that I want you to remember. And I hope that after you hear these 3 things, that it will cause you to get up, start taking steps to get from struggle love to triumphant love. You can't get there until you take the first step. I'm going to give you 3 things to help put some pep in your step to stop wasting time and getting your ships together. Number 1, you're not going to live forever. You're not going to be here always. You have struggling relationships and you're not putting in enough effort or the effort to do something about them. You're on this ship, it's sailing in one direction and you're tired of going in that one direction. You're not going to be here forever. So why don't you do something about it? Start something about it today. You hear this podcast right now, you push play on that. You click the link to get here. Then you can make one step. If it's just one step at a time, one step a day, one day at a time, you can make a step today to work on that struggling ship. You can reach out. You can stop giving your husband or your wife or whoever the silent treatment. You can stop pretending like or ignoring them. You can stop ignoring the calls from mom. And listen, I'm not talking about if you're in that season where you're like, you know what, I got to love people from a distance. I'm not necessarily talking about that, but I'm talking about the ones that's right up in your face. You have decided not to love from a distance because you still want to be in this thing, but you don't feel like putting the time to fix this thing or to work on this thing because you're like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm tired or whatever. And so you just kind of took everything away and just go on about your day, but yet inside you're suffering. And you know you need to reach out for help, or you know you need to make that phone call. You know you need to write that email. You know you need to send that text message. You're like, I'm not doing it. But sis, you're not going to live forever. Please understand this. People die every day. And I'm not trying to scare you into anything. Go and reconcile that relationship. You know you need to reconcile this relationship. Listen, one time in the group, over 15,000 women in this group that me and my best friend are over, right? And one time in the group, this lady said, I fell out with my friends some years ago. It was 2 of them over wedding and bridesmaids issue stuff like that. And I've been really missing them a lot lately. Should I reach out or, and she said, why? And all of us was like, girl, if you don't get on, she had the opportunity to reach out to them years ago, months ago, weeks ago. And here she was. I'm glad she posted and put that up. But listen, by the end of the day, or was it the next day? I can't remember. But listen, within 24 hours, she had talked to them both and they all missed each other. She made a step. And I'm not saying everything that you do, if you reach out to people that you should reach out to, that's going to end like that or it's going to happen as fast. I'm just saying, look at the endless possibilities that can happen when you actually stop wasting time and you finally take those steps. Okay, so that's 1. You're not going to live forever. 2, you can't please everyone. So even in your ships that are struggling and whatnot, you can't please every single body. So understand that go into this thing knowing that you're not necessarily there to please. You're there to get understanding. You're there to be understood. You're there to get some things off your chest. You're there to make some things right or to put your foot down on some things or to get things going. So go into this thing knowing you cannot please everyone. Everybody's not going to be pleased with Everybody's not going to be pleased with the new steps you're taking in your life. Everyone's not going to be pleased, the things that you're doing. But go ahead and talk to the people you need to talk to. But have that at the forefront of your mind. So go in there understanding that you cannot make everyone happy. Trying to make everyone happy is actually soul sucking. And it will only leave you drained and miserable. Even in marriage, we cannot please our spouse 100% of the time. We can't. But I'm saying while your ships are struggling, while your marriage is struggling, it's not the time to be thinking about pleasing. It's time to be thinking about working things out. At the end of the day, we're not going to please each other 100% of the time. That's something we got to learn. 3, this is a big one. You cannot control what someone else thinks about you. You can't do it. You can demand, you can scream, implore, but at the end of the day, you can't change a person's mind about you. You can't always do that, sis. And sometimes you may be able to do that, but that's not ultimately, you can't do that all the time. You can't make someone like you more. You can't make them even love you. You can't even make a person forgive you. You can ask for forgiveness and they may not never forgive you. That may be why some of you don't want to reach out because you're like, I already know what's going to happen. I feel you when y'all say stuff. I feel you. When I hear ladies tell me I already know what's going to happen, I already know what they're going to say. I feel you because we know people, don't we? We know the people we know, right? I get it. But at the end of the day, knowing that you can't control what they think frees you to go ahead and say what you need to say. Knowing that you can't change what mama thinks about you. You can't change if people think because you decided to stay home from work and raise your children and they think you're lazy. You can't make them see you in any other light. You can't, no matter what you do, you can't change their mind on what they think about you. You can't do that. You can win Mother of the Year from your children and they will possibly still think you are lazy. I gave that example because I've been there and done that. People still think I'm lazy to this day. They don't think what I'm doing right now is work. You may say, well, these things are happening in my life. My marriage is not the best right now. We're struggling. I'm tired of it. I don't have the energy anymore. I'm tired of praying. I'm tired of holding on. I'm tired of it. But have you shared and expressed that with your spouse? See, that's why I'm telling you these 3 things that should be in the forefront of your mind to help you to take steps today on working on your sinking ships. Number 1, you're not going to live forever, sis. Go and make the steps today to get to do what you need to do. Sometimes it's marital counseling. Sometimes it's counseling, period. Seeing a therapist. Sis, you're not going to live forever. Make that first step today. You can't please everyone. So as you're making these first steps and you're seeking to reconcile, stop procrastinating. You can't please everyone. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, it's not going to please everyone. Keep this in the forefront of your mind. That's going to help you to go ahead and do what you need to do. And last and not least, number 3, you cannot control what someone else thinks about you. So in all of this, I'm saying you have to understand that these 3 things actually keeps us a lot of time in bondage. Because why? Number 1, we think we got time. This is why you waste time, because you think you got time. No one wastes anything of value that they don't believe they have more of. Listen, I see it all the time. Oh, I'll just buy another one. Oh, I'll just redo it tomorrow. Oh, I'll just take care of it later. But when you know that you only have a limited amount of it, you don't waste it. You ever see people with choice alcohol, like brandy and whiskey, choice selective that costs a lot of money? You see them pour a shot here and there, a little bit in the glass. They don't pour a lot of it because that's imported or it's expensive and they know it's not as easy to get again. They pour just a little bit at a time. They're good stewards over this stuff like that because they understand it's not always easy to get. Okay, you got to think about your time the same way, sis. You're not going to live forever. Go and take care of it. Get to the root of whatever the situation is in your relationship or in yourself even. Don't take that time to reach out to that therapist, that whoever, or reach out to the person that you got into it with. You're not going to live forever. The one thing you don't want to do is leave this earth without taking care of as many ships as you can. Maybe I need to apologize there. Maybe I need to repent to someone there. Not going to live forever. Can't please everyone. You might can please some or many, but you can't please everyone. So remember, as you're going to take these steps, that pleasing them, making them happy is not in your mind. What's in your mind is reconciliation, being heard, being understood as much as possible, and getting it all out as best you can. And lastly, you can't control what they think about you. You can't control it. You can't make them like you, love you, forgive you. You can't make them respect you even, because sometimes you just have to back away from people. But keep these three things at the forefront of your mind and start working on your shifts today. One of the reasons why you feel like you can't do things is because you be like, well, I can't please them no way, so I'm just not going to do it. No, know that you're not there to make them happy at this point. Happiness is dependent upon self, not anyone else. Your state of happiness is dependent upon self, not anyone else. So keep that in the forefront of your mind. And don't be out here trying to please everybody. That way you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Because if you get into this perpetual mindset of, well, I can't please them no way, so it don't matter, that you won't go do it. It's just, like I said, I get it when you say, I already know what's going to happen. Doesn't matter. Go ahead and do what you need to do. And we care so much about, and the third one is we care so much about people think about us. That's another reason why we take so much time in going ahead and trying to work things out or trying to get it off our chest and say what we need to say to them. Because we're like, they're going to think what they want anyway. It's the same way. It's the same thing about pleasing them. Can't make them happy no way, or they're going to think what they want to think anyway. So I'm just going to, no. This is why a lot of times we're not working on our marriage. It's like, whatever, forget it. It ain't going to work no way. Or they're just going to say this anyway. Even if they do, you go and take the necessary steps in getting things off your chest and letting them know how you feel, letting them know where you stand. Even if they throw it back in your face, at least you've done it, sis. At least you have made it known. You have made it clear where you stand, how you feel, what you have to say in the matter, what you have to say about this struggle. You know what I mean? Stop wasting so much time. Okay? I hope this gets you to moving. I did this to get you to moving and working on your shifts today. I really want to get you moving, sis. Many of you are talking to your friends all the time about it, but you're not reaching out to someone who could help you to take steps. You know, and that's like where I come in at. If you need help in getting a plan to take steps to help your struggling ship, to get them back afloat, or to at least work towards getting them back afloat, hit me up at oev.life and get your 20-minute consult today to help point you in the right direction of what you need to be doing when it comes to those struggling ships. If you need that, go to oev.life and make an appointment with you today. I'm just trying to get you started. If I can just get you started, you're going to see what you've been looking for, which is progress. Okay, don't just be hearers of this message only. Be a hearer of it and do it as well. Okay? All right, listen, reach out to me if you need to get an appointment to get your life, to help your life situation. Go to oev.life and set that appointment today. Know that I will be right back here in your ear next Wednesday, exposing the ills of relationships and the repression of sex lives while giving what? Practical steps, pragmatism basically, to get you from repression to liberation. Get your liberation today. Since today you can get started. You can stop being in bondage to, I'm tired of going through this. I'm tired of this going on in my life. It's time for you to start making steps today. You got 3 things that you need to keep at the forefront of your mind so you can stop wasting time and work on your shifts. Please don't forget to share this podcast with others, especially sisters all around, who may be struggling in the same areas that you're struggling in their shifts. Okay? Listen, I want y'all to have an amazing rest of the week. Much love, fam.